it's Karen from Snowball to Pink. Today I thought we'd do some intuitive painting. These are three actually that I've done, and they're such fun to do, and they're really good if you're feeling a little bit anxious or uptight, or you just don't know where to start. You want to start painting, but you think, oh, I don't know what to do. I just want to be free and loose, and this is a great exercise to start with. So I've got some watercolour paper here. I think this one is £150 paper, which is a lovely sturdy, well, it's not too sturdy, but it's got a nice tooth to it. Anyway, that's what I've been doing, and that's what I'd like to share with you this afternoon. I've just got a sheet of watercolour paper, and as you can see, I've just cut them in random sizes. But I think which is really nice to do is when you've got them like this will make lovely cards. Thinking of your card, birthday card, any kind of card really. And the beautiful thing is you've done it yourself. This one I've ripped, and it's got a deckled edge to it. Now I think that's quite sweet. This one is been guillotined, so it's cut with a straight edge, and this one has got a straight edge and it's got deckled sides. So there's three combinations that you could work to, but I think this time we'll go on all three sorts of size: deckled edge, straight edge and semi-deckled edge. Now I'm using a charcoal pencil, which are pretty easy to get hold of. They're on Amazon, they're anywhere really, and you can get them from any good art suppliers, but this is a really good one. And I've also got just an HB pencil, and that's an HB pencil too. So I just use these for mark making. So first of all, what we're going to do is we're just going to make marks. Yeah, just make marks, and just don't be precious about anything. Just let yourself, don't really think about it really. And there's this one. And then what I like to do is get my HB pencil and kind of just put my pencil down and just let it wiggle about the paper. You don't have to be thinking about what you're doing. Just let your hand just do what it wants to do really. You're just making marks at this point. This way you can make more shapes, but I quite like circles. So anyway, there's the three that we've done. So right now what we're going to do is we're going to use I've just got some plain water here with my size 4 brush. It's the Japanese brush, and I love it because it's got a really nice point. So what I'm doing is I'm just rubbing over my charcoal marks. Now you don't have to think about that. We're just moving the water about, and as you can see, the charcoal's reacting to the water, and it's given us some lovely grey shades. And as you can see, it looks quite interesting. We'll just pop that one, out of the way. And here again, don't think about it. Don't be precious with it. If you want to give it a little bit, don't scrub too hard, but you can activate that charcoal, which is lovely. So as you can see, we've got now our 3 activated charcoal and pencil little intuitive or doodle or scribble or whatever you like to call it. Yeah, quite like that. Now I'm going to introduce some colour to this because I think it would be lovely, and that's what I did to the other one. Now I've got a lovely set of Japanese watercolour paints, but of course you can choose whatever paints you've got, as long as they're watercolour. They're really good. I like to go for a translucent colour, which is not opaque, which you can see through it. Let me just now, if you would rather wait for the paper to dry, you can do that, but I'm a little bit impatient and I want to show you what we're going to do. Now I'm going to use, this is which one's this? This is cerulean blue. Love this colour, and I'm just going to drop it in. As you can see, it's very light. You can load your brush up, but just have your paper towel there so you can just get the excess off and just offer it in. Again, we just load our brush up and we just rub it round the paper. Now, if you want a stronger colour, you can do that, but I think it's nice to use layers, because you want those lovely marks that you've done to show through. So I've loaded the brush up quite a lot. I've got quite a lot of paint, as you can see. I'm just dropping it in because this paper's still wet, and you'll get some nice effects from that, as you can see. Now I'm swapping these around, but hopefully not making you dizzy. But I'm going to offer a little bit more because I want a bit more colour in there. Yeah, quite like that. And I'm just going to drop a bit more colour in here and just round there. Okay, now you can leave it like that if you want to, that's up to you, or we can introduce another colour, which is really nice to use a complementary colour. So complementary that is with blue is a warm colour. This blue is a cool colour. So we're gonna go for a complementary colour. So I'm gonna go for this lovely cadmium scarlet, which is a super colour, and it's quite strong, can be quite a strong colour. So be brave and just, as you can see, wow, that's lovely, isn't it? A little bit more water just to maybe make it a bit more creamier, and then just maybe one swoop just to accent the shapes and marks you're making. And again here, I'm just going to put, because I think that would be quite nice. So remove those there, and again we just lay that on there. Dab that a little bit on my paper towel, and that was a bit more of a creamier, thicker colour. Now you can go on and on, but I kind of like to use 2-3 colours. Now I'm going to go into indigo blue. It's my favourite go-to colour. I'm just going to drop it on. Very dark, gorgeous colour. I think I'm just going to drop a little bit in here, maybe just a squiggle in here. As you can see, we're building up. Oh, and we've got some really lovely spidering there, where the wet paint and the damp paper, you were getting lovely bleeds in there, and that's lovely. That'll soften your work up, your colouring of your paint up. Again, I'm just licking that round, just giving a, we're not scrubbing our paper. Again, we've got some really nice feathering going on like that, so I'm going to give it a little bit more and help it along a bit. And as you can see, there we go, just push that round there. Again, we're going to do, as you can see, the cadmium scarlet is feathering really nicely there. I'm just going to put a line down there because I think that'll be quite interesting, and we'll see where the paint runs and where it goes, because this is intuitive, this is just moving about, we're not being precious, this is abstract. We're just going with what the paint and the paper and our marks, what we've all put down, what we've already put down. I'm just going to put another lick in there, and maybe add some green to this. That might be quite nice. I've got quite an acidic green. This one is sugar snap green, and as you can see, it's quite an acidic-y, almost like a yellow green. Be sparing with this because this can be it can overpower. So I'm just gonna run my brush just round like that. If you want another little bit there, you know, you can, but just have a look and just pop your colour where you think, I quite like to see it there. And I'm just going to run my green up along this line here. And as we spoke about, we're kind of glazing now. We've got a nice run. I'm not worried about that at all. We've got that quite nice spider effect. That's lovely. Again, I think we'll put another little lick of paint there. And you can take it as far as you want, or as little as you want. That's quite a delicate, lovely, delicate colour. If the creamier you mix your paint up, the more pigment you'll have on your brush, pigment of paint, the stronger the colour. So I'm just going to see if we can drop a little bit of this green here without making mud. And yeah, just have a little bit there. Now, I'm quite happy with that, so I'm just going to set these aside to dry. But before we do that, I bought from a little local shop that we have here in the UK. Well, it's not such a little local shop, it's the Range, and they do these cards, these gift greetings cards, and this is 3.5 by 3.5, and you get envelopes with them as well, which makes lovely little notelets. And as you can see, there's the card and there's the envelope as well. So what is really nice is they're still wet, so I've got to be very careful. And as you can see, we just pop our little intuitive abstract painting onto our card, and I think that's a lovely card to send to a friend who maybe you haven't seen for a while, and you just want to say, hey, you know, how you doing? I was thinking of you, and I've painted this card for you. They'll be really thrilled because it's unique. It's your work and you've sent it to them, and they'll be thrilled with that. So I do hope you'll give this a go, and I hope you do join me again for some other painting tutorials and just some handy tips. I look forward to seeing you and hearing you again. Don't forget to subscribe and leave me a comment, and I'll get back to you, and it'd be lovely to hear from you, and also see what you're doing as well. Take care. Thanks. Bye.